The lights flickered once, twice, and then the house went completely dark. Outside, a brutal ice storm had wrapped our entire neighborhood in a sheet of glass. Everything silent and dangerous. Inside, the cold started creeping in fast, but I was prepared. My generator roared to life on the back patio, flooding our home with precious heat and light. Most importantly, it kept my elderly mother's vital medical equipment running. At that moment, it wasn't about convenience, it was about survival. Then, at dawn, there was a knock. I looked through the window and saw her. Patricia, our HOA compliance chair, standing ankle-deep in ice. A clipboard tucked under her arm like it was armor. "No, are you okay?" No concern about the storm. She just pointed straight at my generator. "That's a violation of Article 12, Section 4, she announced. "Exterior mechanical equipment must not be visible from the street." I was just stunned. The whole county was shut down. Power lines were frozen solid, and ambulances were sliding off the roads. But her primary concern? Neighborhood aesthetics? I tried to reason with her. I showed her my mother's oxygen concentrator, the extension cord running from the window like a lifeline. Patricia just smiled a thin, rehearsed, merciless smile. "Rules are rules, Mr. Evans. You have 1 hour to remove it, or it will be impounded." An hour later, an HOA truck actually arrived. 2 guys, avoiding my gaze, loaded up my generator. My daughter just watched silently from the window, wrapped up in a blanket. Patricia handed me a bright yellow violation sticker like it was some kind of trophy. In the middle of a crisis, she had one. But what she didn't know was that I had another job. Just an hour earlier, the county had declared a state of emergency. And when I clipped my sheriff's star onto my belt that morning, my first assignment was clear. Ensure emergency backup power for all vulnerable residents. That official directive overrode any little HOA rule, no exceptions. So, I didn't argue. I drove straight to the HOA management office. I found my generator shoved into a storage closet, right between a confiscated basketball hoop and a non-compliant garden gnome. I wheeled it right out, past a speechless manager. Then, I made one more stop. Patricia's house was dark, cold, silent. I placed my generator at the edge of her pristine walkway and let it hum through the frozen air. On her doorstep, I left a single sheet of county letterhead explaining the Emergency Powers Act, and on it, a handwritten note I saw returned. Priority reassigned. Stay warm, because sometimes the real law isn't written in an HOA binder. It's written in common decency and authority that's earned through public trust. And that kind of power doesn't freeze. So, I have to ask, what's the most absurd rule your HOA tried to enforce during an emergency? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.